Hello. Welcome to Upadhyay tutorial. This is a course on Cryptography and Network Security by Sourav. This video is a continuation of the previous one. If you are new to this course, please go back to the previous videos and complete them. In the last video, we learned about the first two principles of security. In this one, we will learn about the remaining four principles of security, namely integrity, non-repudiation, access control and availability. So, let's get started. Let us understand integrity. Integrity specifies that the data received must be exactly the same as the data sent. Modification causes loss of integrity. The integrity of a message is said to be lost when a message is changed after the sender sends it but before it is received by the intended receiver. Let us understand this with an example. John has to pay an amount of $100 to James' account. However, James intercepts and modifies the transaction and changes the amount to $1,000. This is a loss of data integrity. We can easily see how this resulted in a substantial financial loss to John. The importance of data integrity is hence established. Now, let us understand the principle of non-repudiation. One may think of a situation wherein a sender sends a message and later refuses to have sent that message. Non-repudiation refers to a situation where a statement's author cannot successfully dispute its authorship or the validity of an associated contract. Confused? Okay. Let me put it in another way. In simple terms, non-repudiation is an assurance that having done something, one cannot deny that he or she has done it. This principle of non-repudiation will be clearly understood if we try to understand it with the help of an example. So let us go ahead and do so. John sends a fund transfer request to his bank for transferring $100 to James' account. After the transfer is done, John refutes having sent the request. This means John repudiates the fact that he had sent the fund transfer request to the bank. Situations like these are unwanted, and non-repudiation prevents them. I hope non-repudiation is clear to you now. Let us understand the next principle of security, access control. Access control means selective restriction of access to resources in a computing environment. It determines who should be allowed access and to what type of resources. A proper access control mechanism is set up for implementing access control. Various access control models can be used based on the type and sensitivity of data. There are mainly four models of access control. They are DAC, MAC, RBAC and ABAC. Wondering what do they mean? Here are their full forms. DAC stands for Discretionary Access Control. MAC stands for Mandatory Access Control. RBAC stands for Role-Based Access Control. And ABAC stands for Attribute-Based Access Control. Do you still have some doubt regarding access control? Okay. No problem. Let us understand it completely with the help of an example. Here we go. Sam is an employee of ABC Bank responsible for helping customers operate their accounts. The database shown here contains the account details of people holding an account in the bank. Steve, a customer of ABC Bank, logs into the bank's website for viewing the account balance. What do you think? Whose account balance can he view? Yes, you are right. He can view only his own account balance. He cannot view the details of accounts belonging to other people. But, what about Sam? Being an employee of the bank, he can view the details of all the customers of the bank. This is because he has to help customers coming to the bank. How's this made possible? Well, here's where access control comes into play. An access control mechanism is set up which allows Sam to check all the accounts, and the same mechanism restricts Steve from doing so. I hope access control is clear to you now. Let us move ahead to understand the last principle of security, that is availability. The principle of availability states that resources should be available to authorized parties at all times. Any information or resource is useless if it is not available. The unavailability of resources is as harmful as the lack of confidentiality or integrity. The availability of resources is put in danger by interruptions. Let us understand availability with the help of a very simple example. This example will make the principle of availability absolutely clear to you. Here we go. Suppose, Mary needs cash and therefore she goes to a cash point, a bit far away from her home, where an ATM for cash withdrawal is installed. However, on reaching the cash point, she comes to know that the ATM services are currently unavailable. She gets highly disappointed and becomes sad because she needs cash urgently. This kind of situation is definitely unwanted as it may cause a great amount of inconvenience to the parties involved. This establishes the importance of the principle of availability. So, these were the principles of security. I hope this topic is clear to you. If you have any question, feel free to ask them by posting them in the comments section. Like this video and share it among your friends, family and relatives. Subscribe the channel if you have not done yet and press the bell icon so that you keep receiving notifications for new videos. I will be back very soon with another awesome video on another interesting topic. Till then, stay connected. Thank you.